Well, guys, I had a little project I was going to do. We got all them wood chips over there, and I wanted to put them around our plants. You know, we got some iris. I got a tomato thrown in there. We got hodgepodge. I got some sedum, another sedum I just brought home from the job, and then a fire something bush tree, and looks like I got some black-eyed Susans I got from my mom last year. Some daylilies and some hosta, and we got a bunch of things going on here, but we got a few weeds I got to get out, and I threw them out here. I went and grabbed the tractor, and I was going to come over and throw all this junk in and dig out some of this sod that started so I can put the chips in. And look what we got. Ruh-roh. We just got done with that deck job, and I noticed the trailer had some drips on it. Well, we blew a hose. So I hurried up and backed it up off from here so I don't totally destroy the driveway. And let's go over and check it out. Just backing the tractor off, I noticed that. Look at the mess. So here's the mess. But what we got... Sunshine, you know, we replaced a couple hoses here last year, but I knew this one is coming. But this is the one that just peeled right away. Where is it here? Right there. See that? Terrible. So these are 7/16 or 7/8, I mean. Right? Yes. And I cracked that one. And then this one, I think they're both the same. But what you got to do is you got to hold this fitting still. So I used the open end wrench on that, crescent wrench on that. I'm going to finish taking this off. We got to go get one made up. Both loosened okay, sort of. And this is a tilt cylinder on the bucket. And the other side got a little wear on it. But I think I replaced that one and this one last year. I thought I did a long one. I think must have been on the backhoe, I think. But we got quite a few here that, you know, if they're not covered and you park outside, the sun's going to get to it. There we go. So most of it leaked out earlier, but looks like a half inch. Half inch, and it's a JIC 3/8 hose by it looks. So, boy, she bubbled right up there. Let me go see if we can get one. All right. Hi, Bobby. All right, we got Dawson here. Got my brother here. He'll be in a minute, but we got a little problem, guys. We got blown hose. Where'd you put it, Dawson? On the old New Holland. Look at this. Sit out in the sun, and it just exploded on me today. And I was going to do some wood chips in the yard. We got a few loads you saw in a past video. So I don't exactly know how to do this, but we got to pick the right fitting. And I think these are JIC, and this is a 3/8 hose. So we got to find the right fittings. And then, yeah, don't do that. Yeah. We're going to clamp it on. We're going to get the right fittings here. We're going to cut a hose. The length of this we measured was
22 inches of rubber.
22 inches of rubber, 23
3/4.
Yeah, full length. So it's only a 2-footer, but it's a tilt on the bucket. So I can't even start the tractor. She flies fluid all over. So we start off finding the right size hose, and I got it nicely labeled here. 3/4. Look at, they welded that. Now there's half. That's pretty nice weld, isn't it, Dawson?
Yeah.
3/8 up there. So they got it in a 3/4, but this is the size hose we got, which I believe is 3/8 inside diameter. We got to square that off.
Maybe they measured.
So crank this in, Dawson. This is like mine at home. Crank that in a little bit. Hold it square. You got to flip this over. All right, and then fire that up. Keep your hand out of the way. You're going to get a couple sparks. Square it up. Yeah, just let it go. Now we squared the end up. And then we're going to let my brother take off here because he's done a lot of these. We think we got the right size hose. We just had to square the end up. It was super crooked, right?
I gotta look at these fittings on.
I think that's a regular, what, JIC? See, we got the right one. They got a good selection here, don't they?
Yeah.
They got, what? I don't know, almost a dozen forklifts here. So they're always replacing hoses and bobcats and loaders. And so, like mine, you sit them out in the sun and the rubber dries and then she splits a leak here. We're going to find the right fittings. We're going to cut it to length. And we're going to put them in the press and squeeze it on here.
Is in there better?
What kind of lube is that? Zep penetrating. And then we found some JIC fittings. And he's going to put her right in here. What's that, an Eaton 420. Nice. Check that out, guys. So now we got to check the length. We measured, what did we measure? 22 inches?
Yep.
Rubber.
I go by this, right here to here. Because these fittings are longer. Maybe I go to the end.
And then we'll put my finger here to mark her. And then you're gonna get a spark over there, Bobby.
Yeah, I'm standing right here.
Yeah, but that's where the sparks will go. Be careful. Nice. Then we'll coil our hose back up nice and neat here. That can't be cheap for a whole roll of that. Puts a little lubricant on there so she slips in nice. And we use this fitting to check our thread for this one. Get them bottomed out. Where do you line it up to
There.
there?
Got a line on there. See that line?
Oh yeah. And you line up flush at the top?
Yeah.
See how much I know, right? And then it cuts out on its own, huh? Nice. We got us a new line in 5 minutes, guys. Pretty good job, huh?
Yeah. I should have went down further. See it? The line's way up there.
Where's that?
Must have slipped down.
Where's the line?
See it? That should have been crimped from there. Like this one. Crimped right where the line is. It must have slipped down
How much is it off by? Like a quarter?
a little bit. It'll hold.
Probably work anyway because it's only a compact. But hey, thanks. We got us a new hose, guys. Check it out. Looks a little better than the old.
Awesome.
Now I can put her back together. That's pretty rough setting them out in the sun, guys. That's what it does. Cool. So what do you got for lengths if you compare them to? They pretty good? Nice.
Yeah,
Close.
pretty close.
Awesome. Couple inches. It's always better to have a whisker long than short.
Yeah.
We know we're not going to be tugging. Cool.
Really nice.
See you soon, guys.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Lucked out. My brother made me one. He's up at the shop there and at his work, and we did it, and it looks pretty good. So let's put this bad boy on there. This is a DuraTough 3/8. So it should be just about the same thing as I put on last time. That's a Eaton. Is this made by Eaton? Dura Tough is a brand, I guess. Weatherhead. So let me thread this thing on there. Okay, that tightened up pretty nice. And I think what I ought to do is pull some tension over on these. You see how these are out flopping? They got clamps on that side, so they got one clamp down here. I think I ought to probably do something better. But this one didn't break because it was rubbing. It broke because it was, you know, out in the sun, dried out. And this is a 2000, so it's a 24-year-old hose. I've been, you know, living on borrowed time. In the bucket, I had some concrete chunks and stuff. And I was going to throw my grass debris in there and go dump it. But this side here, yeah, I replaced this one last year. And because they have to swivel, they're always on, you know, some kind of tension one way or another. But let's fire this bad boy up, make sure it functions. I'm going to start off with 2 quarts. I'm going to fill this up. Got a funnel, but with this backhoe on there, it's hard to reach in there. Before I do, on the back of the New Holland here, it's got a dipstick for your hydraulic. And I'm sure it's pretty low. She squirted. So I'm going to get some fluid in it. I got to get a long funnel because this is where the triangle sign goes in a toolbox that I took off because they're always in the way. But you fill right here, and there's your dipstick on this side. And focus. Let's come over here. She is, yeah, right on the very bottom. So we got to get some fluid in it. But I'm just going to put in hydraulic fluid, top this off. And we'll fire this thing up and test it. All right, let's test her out. I got her filled up. It's slightly over full, but we do have that leaky cylinder on the backhoe there. Let's check and see if we got any leaks. Looks good so far. Nice. That means I can put my wood chips down now. Except that means more chores. Means more chores though. But I probably should loosen that fitting a little and let this one come over to match the other side. See how that lays on that cylinder there? But just relax and come over about a quarter of a turn. So I'll do that off camera, just finish that up. But it's like it's gonna work good, guys. So I did get it fixed on a holiday weekend. So we're back in business. I got chores to do. I got to get all these wood chips put around. Thank you for watching. And better pick up my parts here. Don't park your machine out in the weather because the sun will do damage. I brought my lift out recently. It's over there. And that has cloth protectors on it. So that probably makes sense if I slide some, you know, cloth tubes on it. Keep it out of the sun. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. I got that all put back together, topped off. And I just cracked this free and let that hose relax out of the way because you don't want them touching each other. There's plenty of room here now. So thank my brother for saving the day. We're back in business. He's pretty knowledgeable on making them hoses. Appreciate it. Take care, guys.